What's the one thing that separates Arsenal from the trophy? Is it mindset? Is it talent? Is it tactics? Is it just luck?
If you're a competitor, and we're talking about Arsenal Football Club, I don't care what people say, this is Arsenal Football Club. And I said it, for the last 5 years, we didn't play a final when Man United played 5. Do I think that Mikel Arteta is doing a great job? Tremendous job. Do I think he should get the sack? Hell no. Am I going to think that we're going to win the league this year? Yes. But I just said, and I will say it again, I do understand when people are just saying now, hey, are we going to go over the line? I understand the question now when people are like, 5 years, second. You know, you analyze what has been done and you look forward to what's going to happen after. Do I think that we can win the league? Yeah, I do think so, but I'm not in the dressing room. You too, as a fan also, you do think so, but I'm not in the dressing room. Mikel has done tremendously well. But if we have to analyze what's been happening, we came short. That doesn't mean we're going to come short again.
So what are they missing?
Look, I gave you my time at Arsenal, and you said it yourself. My first year, we lost the UEFA Cup final. Second year, we lost the Cup final. And every time by finishing second. 2002, you win the double. 2003, you win the Cup final. 2004, you stay unbeaten. 2005, you win the Cup final. 2006, you go to the Champions League final. You're not going to win all the time. But to be in a situation to win, you need to be first and foremost in a situation to know how to win. That's what they've done recently. And hopefully they can go over the line. But I can't be sitting here with my way of thinking about Arsenal and saying, it's been good. It's got to be better. This is Arsenal Football Club. Now, if we have to analyze the last 5 years, it's normal that people are raising questions. Season is over. Now we need to move forward to the new season. He's the right man to drive the team. No doubt about that. Hopefully we're going to buy the right players. No doubt about that.
It's a one piece they need. I mean, that's what Arsenal fans want to hear.
Michael Jordan couldn't pass the Pistons. Then he did. Chelsea in my time couldn't beat us. And then Bridge scored and suddenly we can't beat them anymore. You know, when they beat us in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, it was the first time they beat us in 9 years or something like that. And then we couldn't beat them anymore. Sometimes it is kind of weird how it is. You struggle for a long time and you need to stay at it. You need to understand why you're struggling and not go with, no. You need to find a way to win and not think about so much, if we. No. A lot of teams can come with a lot of ifs. Let's play. Let's perform, understand why you don't go over the line, and let's try to go over the line this year. And I still do believe that this team can win the league.
Last question for you, Thierry. You once said, quote, "I'm obsessed by the idea of making my mark on history." From my side of the table, you've done that. You got the records, the awards, you got the statue outside the Emirates to prove all of that. Do you feel like you've made that mark? And what do you want people to say? What do you want people to tell their kids about when they saw Thierry Henry play football?
You know, it's kind of weird at the very beginning, and that quote was early doors, right? I grew up with, if you don't win, you're nobody. That was raw like that. You got to win to be remembered. And then you realize is how you transcend people, and what you transmit is how you play. There's some people that never won stuff, but because of the way they played, they're respected, or what they gave to their fans, or because they play with that passion. And obviously, if you have that and you add trophies, then it's great. But at one point, I really did underestimate what you can give to fans in the way you play the game, and how you do it, how you go about it, how you step on that field, how it matters. Yes, sometimes I did some stuff when I lost game where I was so moody, but somehow fans go like, yeah, that's how I would have been. I want that I'm upset, he's upset. You know, maybe he went overboard with being upset or whatever, but that connection, like, I didn't at the time, because I grew up with shut up and play, you're not in pain, you're a hero. No, my God, I'm never scared. You know what? No, that's BS. We all know that's BS. So at one point you tend to forget the over part and emotion of the game. But with me, as you said, and you said it right from the start, you could see when I was happy or not happy. You know, you could see when, you know, you're like, oh, He's not at it today, or he's upset. And I think I had that connection with the Arsenal fans, but I don't have a thing that I want people to say or not to say. Is all I know is, like I always said, I gave my all every single time, and at times it wasn't enough, as we all know. But I always played hard.
Feelings, ultimately memories, and those transcendent moments.
You need to understand that I arrived at Arsenal and I wasn't an Arsenal fan. I became an Arsenal fan, and you tend to understand at one point that it's at times it's bigger than results. It's bigger than what you can win and what you and losing is how you go about it. It's how you go about it, the connection you can have with people, and that moment that you have in that stadium with the fans, where at times, yes, you might not get along like with the family. Sometimes, I love my brother, I love my dad, I love my mom, but, sometimes you're like, okay, they left. Thank God for that. Wow, I put in one more day and it's a bit too much. But that's a normal. I had arguments with Arsenal fans on the field. So what? That's how it's supposed to be. But they knew, and I knew that they cared. That's the thing that always will unite people.
I've got to say, hearing you say that, I'm thinking about that moment when you would get on the ball and there'd be a hush and everybody would know, both fans and the opposing fans, that there was a human being who was about to bend the game to their will. I want to thank Visa for making this interview possible. We can't wait to see what the future holds for the United States of America in football and beyond. But mostly I want to thank you, Thierry, for being an inimitable, singular life force and just a remarkable symbol of everybody's footballing memories. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Speaking with confidence, the King himself says, Arsenal will finally win the Premier League in 2025-26. With Mikel Arteta meticulously building a fearless young squad and stars like Nico Williams, Declan Rice, and Bukayo Saka leading the charge, is it finally Arsenal's time to reclaim their glory? Thierry Henry, a legend synonymous with Arsenal's last golden era, has made a bold prediction that's sending ripples through the football world. His statement isn't just a hopeful fan's wish. It comes from a deep understanding of the club and the Premier League landscape. We delve into the significance of Henry's declaration, analyzing what might have prompted such a definitive forecast from a man who rarely speaks without conviction. Could his insider perspective hint at developments we're yet to see? Mikel Arteta's tenure has been a journey of transformation. From inheriting a disjointed team, he has systematically dismantled and rebuilt, instilling a new identity and resilience. We'll examine the evolution of his squad, highlighting the strategic acquisitions and the remarkable development of existing talent. The focus will be on how players like Declan Rice have provided a new spine, Bukayo Saka has continued his ascent to superstardom, and the potential impact of new blood such as Nico Williams. We'll explore the tactical flexibility and mental fortitude that Arteta has cultivated, assessing how these elements are now poised to challenge for the ultimate prize. 20 years after the Invincibles etched their name in history, the yearning for a Premier League title at the Emirates is palpable. But what will it truly take for the Gunners to finally lift that coveted trophy in the 2025-26 season? We'll provide a comprehensive tactical analysis, breaking down the key areas where Arsenal must excel. This includes a look at their potential strengths and weaknesses, the vital role of consistency, managing fixture congestion, and overcoming the psychological hurdles of a title race. We'll also consider the challenges posed by their rivals and the fine margins that often decide championship campaigns. Don't miss this exclusive reaction and in-depth tactical analysis as we dissect Henry's powerful statement and explore whether all the pieces are finally falling into place for Arsenal to achieve their long-awaited Premier League dream.